Hey everybody, it's Mark Schultz here again, and we are here again at the Aerospace and Defense Supplier Summit, Seattle. And many times you'll see it referred to as A&DSS Seattle. And I want to give you another quick glimpse into what's happening today as everything's getting started and getting set up. And tomorrow is going to be really the supplier portion of the event that's getting going. And I have a guest with me here today. I have Liddy Artemova. And Liddy, welcome. Glad to be here with you today.
Thank you. Glad to be on the podcast today.
Yeah, very excellent. And Liddy is with the organizer, which is BCI Aerospace.
Yeah.
And they are pulling this whole event together. And what was very exciting to me is when we talked this afternoon, I found out that BCI Aerospace does about 20 of these events a year. Is that correct?
Yeah,
about 20 of them. And that's amazing. And like, where do they do the events?
All over Europe, Asia, Central America, obviously North America as well. Yeah. So worldwide.
Yeah, fantastic. And where's your biggest event that occurs today?
The first one is actually the oldest as well. Takes place in Toulouse, France.
Beautiful place. So anyway, this is one in Seattle in North America, and it's exciting to be able to come here and be part of it. I want to give you a quick glimpse of what's happening because I want you to understand what this event is because it's different, all right? And you need to understand why. We'll give you a little bit of a glimpse into it. Yeah. So Liddy, this is called a Supplier Summit. Why is this called a Supplier Summit?
Well, this is an event that's definitely geared towards helping small, mid-sized businesses, all of these, suppliers from the aerospace and defense supply chain. We want to put them in front of their customers and help them, develop some partnerships with other tier suppliers.
Yeah, and why would you choose the Pacific Northwest or Seattle? I know it's an obvious question, but yeah. I just want you to tell people, why that's important.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'd say a couple of things. Obviously, the history around Boeing, the place that this company played in the aviation history. And I'd say the second one is just happened organically. Boeing used to go to our events and they realized that the format was very suitable to what they were doing. And that's how we ended up here.
Okay, and I see you have some big sponsors. You have Boeing, and who else are some of your sponsors at the event here?
Definitely the Washington State Department of Commerce. This is a huge cluster and very important to what we're doing here. We also work with other regions, so regional sponsors like the Michigan EDC. We have organizations from Germany, all over Europe, really.
That sounds really very interesting. I wanted to maybe take a step over here by these computers over here and have you explain a little bit about what's happening here. Now, I see that behind me here, above that we have this sign that says virtual B2B area.
Yes.
Now, we have some booth areas here, which we're going to talk about what those are, and then we'll talk about this virtual area. But what's happening here at these computers at the virtual B2B area?
So with the, current situations, let's say, we have some procurement individuals, procurement professionals that are not able to travel. So some of the suppliers will actually meet them one-on-one through computer.
Okay, so you're actually going to have suppliers that are going to sit down at these computers and actually meet in like arranged Zoom calls or arranged video calls to have conversations about their products and what the OEMs are looking for and where there may be opportunities to be able to connect and to sell their products potentially, right?
Right. So one of the things that you want to know about the event is that it's all geared towards B2B meetings. It's a matchmaking event, not a trade show. So suppliers and OEM really get to develop a partnership, get acquainted through these 25 or so minute meetings.
And about how many booths do we have here, roughly?
We're about 400.
About 400 booths, all right? Now, I think it's really important that I restate what you just said, okay? Mm-hmm. Because you said this is not a trade show, okay? Yeah. This is not a show where people come and they walk the floors and they, meet some of these suppliers and things like that. This is where you have pre-arranged buyers from OEMs and other, aircraft manufacturers or aerospace manufacturers, and you're providing opportunities where suppliers have valuable products and services that can meet with the OEMs and connect and find out where they can do business together. Yeah. Is that a correct characterization of the situation?
I would add the tier ones as well. We definitely work on the one hand with procurement teams. Those are important partners for us. And of course with the suppliers.
Okay, awesome. Well, I thought maybe we'd just take a quick walk down the aisle and you could see that there are people setting up right now and just get an idea. See, the hall is a little bit empty right now because people have been today, really setting up.
Yeah.
But what we have really here is we have different booth areas, and the suppliers have their booths and some of their, their vertical displays and things set up. but actually in reality, what's going to happen is you have prearranged buyers who are going to come by on meetings that have been scheduled, correct?
Yes, but one of the things that we don't want to forget is they're going to have a schedule of meetings. On average at A&DSS Seattle, it's 14 to 16 meetings, but they still have some time available. So you still get to network,
okay.
you get that benefit that you get out of it.
Okay, out of a show like that. So an event where people can come together and they can network and you can meet people, as well as knowing for sure that you will have the opportunity to meet with those buyers. Yeah, that's really, really very interesting. And about 400 here, and like I said, the hall is a bit empty right now because people are really just setting up this afternoon. The setup started this afternoon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about what the event schedule is. So what happened today, first of all?
So today we started with Boeing presentations. It's really a conference day, an opportunity for suppliers to get to know Boeing a bit more, understand the outlook and some of the technologies that they're working on. And then tomorrow, everything really starts with the B2B meetings.
Okay, so today we had conference presentations and people doing stage presentations where they have the opportunity to be able to learn about the industry and maybe what some of the requirements that Boeing has for suppliers. But again, it's targeted toward the suppliers, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
This is an opportunity for them to build that knowledge and make sure that they can be competitive as well.
Right. Well, that's really good. So, Lydia, I frequently have people come to me and say, how do I get in with, the OEMs, and how do I do business with the OEMs? And really what you're doing here is you're providing them a pathway to do that, right? That's really super exciting, because I have people asking me that, very frequently. As part of that. And then right now we're kind of walking out into the atrium area right now. And it's just we're in the Washington State Convention Center.
Sure. We're
downtown Seattle. And actually, if you look out the window right here, give them a quick shot out there. You can actually see Pike's Market right down there, and some ships, so it's really actually, a great place to be. We're in this covered area in the Washington State Convention Center. And then if you turn around here in this atrium here, it's a beautiful lit up area where some of the OEMs and the suppliers can be. And we have Boeing over here, and we have Kale Aero, and then right behind us here is Aviation Technical Services, a company right up there from Everett, which is really great. And it's good to see all these companies here. So now, beautiful area. Tell me what's going to happen out here.
It's the same. It's also a B2B meeting area. There's going to be additional opportunities for suppliers to also connect with Boeing, because they're going to have some procurement folks at their booth rather than marketing, as you would get at a
right. Okay, it makes a big difference, very big difference. And then also what we have is today we had those presentations, and tomorrow we have the B2B meetings that are happening. Okay, and then also you said that there's some state and international organizations that are here. Yeah. Can you give me a quick rundown of which state and international organizations are here at this event as well?
Well, just looking around, you see Liebherr, German company. Calais is actually a Turkish company, so you're already getting a glimpse of our international exposure.
Yeah.
We have delegations from France, from Spain, from Italy, from the UK, from Germany.
Shortly here we're going to be going to an Italian networking meeting here, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's a Canadian networking meeting. Absolutely. And then there's some others as well. Yeah. Which ones do we also have? Was there any?
The French-American Chamber of Commerce also has
French Chamber of Commerce. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, excellent. And then I see over there we have the Washington State. Mm-hmm. All right. And I know Washington has been working really, really hard. And we thank them for doing that, for providing visibility and presence, and trying to work toward legislation and things like that, which will continue to promote the Pacific Northwest and the people in this area. Yeah. Well, listen, Liddy, this is really very exciting, and I really thank you and thank BCI Aerospace for engaging in this event. Now, for the supplier who might have wanted to be in something like this, it's a little late right now. Yeah. But you said you have up to 20 events a year, and so there are other opportunities for them to engage. What should they look out into the future, to be engaged next year? How could they get a hold of you or connect with BCI Aerospace, or what's the opportunity that exists?
Well, I would say the A&DSS Seattle event is is probably the first place to start. Mm-hmm. My contact information are on there. Just have a conversation with us. I think that's what we're looking to do.
So how does somebody get in touch with you? Are you on LinkedIn?
I am on LinkedIn.
Okay,
yes.
And tell them your name. The spelling of your name might be a little difficult. Can you spell your name for the people watching? So.
Lidi Artemova. So the last name is A-R-T-M as in Mike, E, V for Victor, A for Apple, And Lydie is it's a French name, actually.
Okay.
So you have the Lydie.
Awesome. Okay. So if you want to connect with Lydie, and if you want to potentially be involved as a supplier in upcoming events, reach out to Lydie Artemova on LinkedIn, probably the best place to do that. And, look forward to coming to events in the future. And Lydie, I want to thank you and BCI Aerospace for putting this event together, because how many people are you expecting to be here, roughly?
That's a good question. We're definitely expanding thousands.
1,000 people, okay. So anyway, it's a big event, and so the point is that it's no small event. And if you're holding 20 events in a year, you know that it's a going, growing activity, and it's great to be able to come back and be together again. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for watching, and let me tell you about tomorrow. We're going to have a series of live interviews that are going to occur tomorrow. We have some with different suppliers and different aircraft manufacturers, and it'll be exciting. When we go live, just watch for the LinkedIn Live alerts that come. And you'll have an opportunity to be able to connect and to see what's going on at this event. And I wanted to welcome you to come and just follow along and participate and hopefully be here next year. Thanks for following. Have a great day. Lydie, thanks for the great conversation.
Thank you for joining us.
All right. Yep. Bye.